Well, guess who's back? Back again. That's right. I'm back, folks. It's been a hot moment, hasn't it? It has been a hot moment, and, well, I'll be honest, I've missed this a bit. I have. I've missed my creative outlet. And, well, I'm back at it again. Because I can't stay away, and frankly, I didn't want to either. I only wanted to stay away for a bit, just to get my head back in order. And believe you and me, the amount of things that tried to keep my head out of order was an understatement. I mean, seriously, the amount of just things that have happened last couple of weeks. So let's have a little yap for a bit. You know, pardon the pun, but let's chat, shall we? So, what's happened then? Last few weeks? Well, as I was recovering from burnout, and I was thoroughly burned out, had a week away from work, sickness, because, well, as it turns out, folks, I have learned new things that my anxiety can do to me. This includes, but is not limited to, choking me the fuck out, and not in a way that would be enjoyable for anyone, I assure you. Like, holy fuck. Then, let's see. Then we have the pleasures of literally, well, several panic attacks, which is not fun. If you ever had a panic attack, let me attest, they're not fun. Alright? Don't rate them. They're pretty shit. Pretty horrible. And honestly, they ain't nice. So, that's something I had to deal with. Then, my dear viewers, then we had a wonderful case of the workplace trying to kill me. Not literally, but holy fuck, did they give it a good fucking go. So, of course, there I am, you know, been waiting this pay review for a while, right? So then, of course, it's my turn. Sit down, they're like, yes, it's 2%. It's like, the fuck? Which turned out to be about 500, right? Which, for any American viewers, £500, let me just do that for you real quick, just so you know. That, before tax, that is $629.14. And then split that over 12 months, and obviously, you know, add tax, right? Yeah. Pretty shit. It was only a kick in the nuts, to say the least. It was like, you know, there's an insult, then there's this. It's like, wow. Wow. But hey, it is what it is, right? So my eyes are being cast elsewhere. As, well, I know there's a certain point where money, you know, your bills are paid, you don't need money, it's fine. But it's more the principle to me. It's like, you know, I don't come here for free. I don't, you know, when it comes to the day job, that is, you know. When it comes to the day job, you know, like anyone else, right? You go to your office job, you want to get paid properly for it, right? And I was already being paid on the industry rate, like, grossly, right? It's a joke. So, you know, but, you know, that's the whole thing, and to be honest, the place has just been grating on me a bunch, so, you know, and I have to be there for so long. That's the thing. That's the real thing that started to get to me a bit. Like, this I like doing, right? I don't care if this makes me money, because I like doing it. It's my hobby. If it becomes a business, fantastic. But at the minute, it's not. You know, if I ever chain, you know, Twitch or YouTube partner, well, not partner, Twitch affiliate or YouTube partner, then, you know, we'll see, right? But till then, it's not really a the thing I'm thinking about the minute I'm trying to have fun with this. So, but yes, that's been me the last couple of weeks. Been a bit rough, but you know what? It's fine, because I'm back now. I've cast my eyes forward to places. I've, you know, been looking elsewhere. So, we'll see, right? We'll see how it goes. But now, enough about the day job, because that place pisses me off. We're gonna focus on better things, methinks. So, obviously I mentioned why I've left for a bit. What do I plan to do now I'm back? Well, my dear chat, that's what I think is interesting. I've written down a list of ideas for myself, and I have a few ideas of what I want to do. I've also kind of been eyeing up like I said, a bit of a rebrand. Now, obviously, I'm taking my time on it because I want to invest a little bit into it, right? I want to do a little bit for it. I'm also thinking long term about even things like what thing I used to stream, because I must admit, as much as I've been liking old slobs, old Streamlabs OBS, you know, it does sort of guzzle some resources, I've been told. Now, obviously, I've not got a crap computer. I've got a decent little computer. But it's something to think about, right? So I know Slobs does use a lot. And for those who don't know, Slobs is Streamlabs OBS. I only recently discovered the acronym myself for Slobs. Like, don't get me wrong, Streamlabs has been good to me so far. And the music you're hearing now is thanks to their little scheme they do, where you sign up with an account for free and you get the music, DRM free. I would stress, I've been claimed a few times, not struck them thankfully, but claimed a few times, and I've had to kick them a few times with a pre-written message of like, oi, I got this through Streamlabs, piss off. Which is a bit annoying. I'm not very happy about that, to be honest. I have been considering commissioning a BGM for my own uses. So, we'll see about that one, how that goes, but I've seen someone on VGen, I've seen a few people on VGen actually do it, and can I just say, just a yap bit here about VGen, I've been doing the rounds sniffing around VGen, right? I like the site. I think they're a good site, and I'm glad to see some of the changes they've made. I feel a lot more, like, I've not had a bad experience so far. I think currently only commissioned Nabs through it twice. You'll have seen Nabs' lovely work, by the way. You'll see it again, probably down the road, by the way. That design, I'm so fucking happy with it. Like, holy fuck. And obviously, the lovely artwork of my current self here. But seriously, there's some good artists like Nabs on there, and I'm really happy with how all that stuff turned out. So, VGen has been a good experience for me. Fiverr has honestly not been bad for me either. Obviously, Pershka, the lovely individual, I think they're a lady. Never asked, to be honest. But, it didn't really matter. But my lovely model maker, anyway, but they are. I found them on Fiverr, and, you know, every time I look at my model, I must admit, the details I find, I didn't even notice. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love that beautiful attention to detail. And I am very happy with it. That's one thing I have to keep stressing, but it's like, I know, just because I want to do a rebrand down the road, it is no way an indictment of my model maker. They did an amazing job, and I am eternally grateful to them for the work they've done to me. Or for me, should I say. Let me be like this for all of you. Don't get me wrong, I always enjoyed being a squishy bean, but this one's a bit more personal to me. So, but it's the joy of where I'm at right now, because I'm in a position where, you know, I'm still up and coming, I'm still doing my thing. I can kind of throw stuff at the wall, right? That's the beauty of it, and I think that's the thing I forgot. It's like, yeah, I am small. It means I can do whatever the hell I want, because you guys have any expectation of me yet? There's no like, oh, I'm here for this content you made. Like, no, I've not done that yet. I've not had that moment, I don't think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, of course. If there's a certain thing that I've done in the past that you thought, oh, I came for that, then please do tell me, because I'll try and fit that in. If I still enjoy it, of course. But I don't think I've been doing that. So, obviously, on the YouTube front, and a good bit of my content ideas have been on the YouTube front, actually. I've been thinking a bunch about what things I could do there. Obviously, there's a retelling series. Now, the next episode of that is coming out tomorrow at 7:30 British Summer Time. So, for anyone who likes watching that, that is still coming. I recorded that on Saturday, so... And for my players, if you are watching, or down the road watching, you'll get that soon. I'm hoping I'll have all my notes ready. I was going to do it yesterday, but truth be told, I had to do a bunch of stuff yesterday, as it turns out. Mostly sorting out my CV and applying for a place. That took a lot more out of me than I expected it to, by a country mile, honestly. So, yeah, I'm hopefully going to be able to do all that stuff today. I mean, I'm only doing 3 hours. 3 hour stream's the aim, right? And I want to do about 3 hours at least. I don't want to overdo it. That's a big thing I want to just stress. I'm not going to overdo it again. I'm going to keep doing things within my means, because at the end of the day, I don't want to burn myself out again. I don't want to, you know, rip myself apart like I did before, when, you know, this is supposed to be fun. So, to that end, like I said, I'm trying some stuff, so obviously I would never normally stream this early in the day. Like, normally I'd be just vibing at this hour, but I kind of wanted to stream at this hour. From what I've seen on Twitch as well, and this is probably just because it's the people I follow, but if I was to crack open Twitch real quick, like, there's a few people streaming, right? Obviously, there's always people streaming, right? All hours. But I always find it interesting who's streaming and how many people I follow stream as well, actually. I always find that a bit interesting to me. The who's and the like this hour. Because it's always... my Twitch is always a lot less active this hour. I don't know if that's actually the case, or if it's just who I follow, right? But I do find it interesting that it's a lot quieter. And I guess it makes sense, right? The evening is when everyone's, like, throwing stuff on there, right? And maybe that's just because of the viewership is, fair enough, but I wanted to try it. I also felt like it was a nice idea from a mental health point of view. So, basically, the problem with me is if I think about something, or something's like on my mind, it's on my mind 24/7 until I do it. And that fucks me up. So, the new plan is we instead do it early. Start the day. Fire it out there. I can't sit there and think about something when I'm doing it, can I? Exactly. So, hence, do it now. Fire it out there. Obviously, if I'm doing, like, D&D, that kind of thing, it can really be 3 hours. Maybe I do another one in a day. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe I just relax, because, again, I don't want to burn myself out. But I'm not normally a morning person, is the issue. I'm a bit EP in the morning, I'm not gonna lie, folks. So, I don't know if it's going to be a long-term thing, but fuck it, what's the worst that could happen, eh? Now, as far as some of the things I want to do, so it's a bit of a stretch there, as far as the things I want to do, I'm going to pull up my little ideas list, because I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but I've written them down very specifically. So, forms of content I want to do down the road. Where is my content? Scripts and notes, there we are. Content ideas. Right. A couple of things I've been thinking about, right? And I'm not sure... Again, these are ideas I've been thinking of. But... one I kind of wanted to do, so I'll go from bottom up. Retrospective videos. I really like retrospective videos where they go over like an old game or something in its totality, right? I don't know why, I just love watching those. I wouldn't mind making some myself. I don't know if I have it in me, but I would like to do that. That seems quite fun to me, to go back to something I enjoy or something that interested me and talk about it, right? Obviously, you have to do a bit more of editing and that kind of thing, but that's fine. That's not a big deal. I can chop and do all that and get some music together. I can learn some of the stuff right and actually get better at editing. And it's what I can use then. Game and media reviews. So reviews as well, obviously. A big thing with what I want to do with a lot of my content is add a utility to it. It's been a big thing for me since the start. But I want my content to not just be for potential entertainment value. I also want it to have a utility, a use for myself or for anyone else. The retrospectives would be, in a way, a review type thing, but also a means of keeping some things alive, right? Like an old game or a little bit of media that I liked. And it informs you about it. The reviews, obviously, there's a utility, because it tells you if I think it's shit or not. And I'll be very blunt. I will tell you if something's shit. I don't care. I probably wouldn't accept a sponsorship from the people I'm reviewing, because I don't want it to taint any, because even if I say, oh yeah, they've given me money, but it won't take my review, it obviously is going to, because I'm going to be worried about not being paid by them. It's like, well, you know, if they want to work with me after the fact, go ahead, but I think for the review's purpose, I don't want to do that. If the thing I'm reviewing, if it's something else, obviously, that's a different story, but, you know. I'm not going to give an arbitrary number either, I think, if I do these. I kind of want to just give my honest thoughts. Numbers aren't useful because it's arbitrary, and honestly, it's like, oh, well, why is that a 4.5 and that one a 5? And no. Sod that. I ain't dealing with that shit. Now, the bigger one I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not, but the name I'm kind of thumbing around in my head was community review. And what's community review? What's the idea here? The idea is I find a community, and I just tell you about them. I just talk about them in a perfectly informative and non-demeaning way. Like, you know, let's say VTubers. Obviously, it's actually bigger than you think, but let's say I talk about corporate VTubers. Let's say I talk about a particular corporation, and I just talk about, like, oh, things about them, right? Like, I don't know, Hololive or Niji or FaZe or any of these, right? I'll just tell you about them. Tell you about the community, tell you about people in that community, tell you about the people, you know, and not just about the people who make stuff, but also people in the community. How is the community, you know? Is it very drama-focused? Is it, you know... Or is it quite is it quite welcoming? Is it, you know... And just generally just about it. It may never come to pass, this one. I had a lot of ideas at the time, but I don't know. It's one I've thought about, but I don't know 100% if what I want to do. But we'll see, right? It's a bit commentary-esque, and I do watch a lot of people kind of commentary, so I mean, maybe, I don't know. Whether it's for me, because it's a different brand of thing, right? And I think you gotta be careful, because some people might not like what you say about them. And they might get really pissy about it and try and come after you and stuff. It's like, I don't know, like... It's what I'm thinking about, because I do like that kind of stuff, where they just talk about a group or, like, you know... And obviously, when I say groups, I mean, like, you know... Content creation groups, right? Obviously, and I just want to stress this, if I did do this, I'm not going to be aiming this at like groups that are, you know, a group because of some immutable or something, you know, to do like the personal selves, right? You know, because that no one wants that. No one wants that. That's just not nice. Whereas something a bit more like, oh, VTubers, Let's Players, TTRPG communities, the art community, you know, that kind of thing. That's an idea, and I don't know if it'd be a good idea or not, but thinking about it. Maybe down the road, right? That will come with its own revisits, where if I've not really elaborated on something fully, like a particular subset of a community, I might elaborate more on it if it interests me. And just to stress, this would not be to like deride them or say, oh, they're terrible people. No. This would be just, this is the community in their plainest form. This is what they do. This is what they like. This is how they are. And I will leave it up to you how you feel about them. I will present them from a neutral perspective, as an outsider coming in. And that's the important thing, I think. A lot of these would be me coming in as an outsider. But I think that's useful for anyone looking to watch stuff from these kinds of people, right? Like, oh, how does an outsider find it? Obviously, how my head works is different how your head probably works, so you may have different likes to me or not. I might just not like something. And that's fine. I will say if it's my subjective opinion, right? Subjective opinion is what I'm looking for. And, you know, you have your own view. And I would encourage you to have your own view. Don't just follow what I say, right? Yeah, revisit, but also a live feedback, where if you would like, we can talk about the video, what you liked, what you didn't like, maybe any clarifications that you as someone who's more in that community could tell me, and tell everyone else watching. Again, I don't know if it's a good idea. It's something I'd like to do, because it sounds fun to sort of visit entirely different bits of the internet you don't normally look at, and just learn about them. But I am also a bit concerned about how it'll be taken, so maybe post-rebrand, don't know. Leave that one with me though, folks, because, yeah, we got some ideas, but we'll see with them. Obviously, gaming stuff, of course, is my passion, so, and there is a variety of games coming. Obviously, tomorrow is the Stellaris expansion, which won't be this week, but I may try and arrange something with some friends of mine at some point, maybe next week or something. Because I'd quite like that. Now, of course, what are we doing today other than, of course, yapping? Well, I did say I'm going to be testing some things, didn't I? So, to that end, let me just fire up old Steam. And let me look at what other things I was going to test. Total War, that's it. Now, I'll admit, I'm not sure this one's going to go, because Total War's been a bit finicky for me. So we're going to have to see how it plays. It might not play nicely. So I'm going to shimmy myself over here. And flick us over in a second. Once it's booted up. Fire on that studio mode. For old slobs. But yeah. So I'm going to start with Total Warhammer 3. As my first game, I'm going to be sort of testing on stream. Make sure it's all playing nicely with me. Because I would like to stream it. Genuinely, I would. It's something I enjoy playing, and frankly, I want to do more of it. But obviously, I need to make sure it works, because obviously, if the model doesn't work nicely with it, if it's burning through resources too much, if it's an absolute pain in the ass, then obviously I need to work on that, right? So I'm just gonna shouldn't be only the system audio in the background, thankfully. So we just hear the music as we get this up and running. Okay. So far, performance has been alright. We'll see how that goes. Now, let me flick over our game capture. So this. And then jazz off, desktop music on, boop. There we go. Let me go into sound as well and just crank down a little bit more. That particular. Right. Now as for the campaign, I did do a little campaign with Malachi here, but go into our campaigns, make a new campaign. And the realm, multiple empires.
In the name of Magnus.
Now, is there any preferences at all? Fucking got this, Jesus. Is there any preference to, you know, how loud it fucking is sometimes. Is there any preference to which we're going to play? If not, that's fine. I have an idea myself. Considering I've not actually played the newest Empire faction, actually.
Sigmar's will.
Death would be such an inconvenience.
So, I think, give it a brief second. If we hear nothing else, I'll be playing as Espith or Draken, the last lord I haven't played yet, other than Epidemius. I will take that as a no. No problem then, we will play as none. And hopefully this is playing on nicely. My model's still moving and schmoving around, but let's see, because this part now is when the game starts using resources, so it may be that we have to watch that. Now we'll keep an eye on my model, just to make sure it's playing nicely with me. Also, very recently, I don't know if you heard, but Helldivers is no longer going to be killed by Sony. They undid their decision. So we don't have to link PSN accounts, thank God. Honestly, I was really worried that Sony were going to single-handedly ruin the best thing they've done in so long. Well, Arrowhead did it, Sony's publisher. And, you know, publishers are cringe like that. But thankfully, that's not going to happen. But we may play some Helldivers, I don't know, see how I feel. I haven't seen this cutscene yet, so...
To die is to find eternal sanctuary. Safety from the horrors of this land. But to study death, to know its secrets, is to venture down a path that few dare tread. Atop her blackened tower, the graveyard rose, Elspeth von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil. A perennial guardian of the Empire.
Beneath death's shadow, our enemies fall.
So, believe it or not, guys, she's on the side of order. She's on the side of good, by the way. Just want to stress this.
The enemies of Wissenland shall embrace their mortality.
Alright, so, welcome to the Empire. In the name of Sigmar, we will beat the fuck out of every little shit that's on our land. Starting with these vampires here. Authority, so that's still a thing. But they've changed Imperial Authority quite a bit. My borders, Authority issues. You know, Gunnery School and the Gardens of War. Which is this whole thing. And we need to upgrade an Imperial Gunnery School unit. And defeat that army. So, to explain Nuln then for everyone. So Nuln is quite an important city in the Empire. I mean, Altdorf's the capital here. This is like the head of the Empire, where the Emperor sits, right? I think to stress here, right? Nuln is the centre of Imperial engineering. This is where weapons of war are created. This is where, you know, really big and important things are done, right? So this city is very important. Elspeth here is she's not the elector count of it, right? She's not the person who's like in the position of power who rules over it. But she is essentially, how to put it? She is basically a very important and powerful individual in the Empire. She is a Law of Death mage. So basically, she uses death magic. Now, humans in the Warhammer Fantasy setting are very affected by the magic they use. So, let's say I use Law of Fire. Well, if you remember from Vermintide, Serena does that, doesn't she? And her hair's like glowy and flamey. That's why, because she uses fire magic. She uses fire magic, so it's, you know, it affects her by making it more fiery. Elspeth uses death magic, so it makes it more grit.
Elspeth von Draken.
Engineer. My calculations will ease our journey.
Well, we've got a fairly gun-heavy army, which is good. And an engineer
They
to
call
put...
me the Graveyard Rose. I suppose it suits well.
Now what we got here? We have shooting range, which fits Nuln quite nicely. Why can we build them? What do we need for them? So we'll get that upgrade. Could get some frontliners too. I think it's going to be quiet here. Nice black rose. Null cannon foundry. Obviously cannon's obviously quite important for Null. If you want those. Wizards are always nice to have. We actually have gold mages now as a hero option, which is nice. These actually are really good. What things does Nolan probably need? Growth buildings. That's a growth building, so we need that in another area. Let's hold off on building anything else until
Wielder of the
taken
Pale
next
Scythe.
areas.
The Scythe incorporate.
You know what? Let's fight this battle. I don't see why we shouldn't, personally. Right. Let's quickly check how the stream's behaving. Stream quality's good. Okay. Obviously, the Empire is like kind of the the main human faction. There is Bretonia as well, but that's far more like medieval peasants and chivalrous knights. Very Arthurian legend. Like you have the Grail and everything, right? Whereas this is the Empire, very Germanic, very Renaissance era fighting. I do have the portraits turned to be static.
We could do with his blade.
Great cannon!
So we have our artillery, and they are vampire counts, which means they have no fucking ranged. I do hope vampire counts going to
Let us
work.
behead them! Hand gunners!
the
Show
spearmen
us the foe!
at the flanks.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Do we want a better position?
Swordsman!
Oh, hang on. I need all
The
three there.
Heldenhammer!
I want you in that formation.
Standing by! Sighted and ready.
There we go. Put you there.
Elspeth von Draken.
You there. She's actually not horrific in the forefront either. She gets a dragon later, which is very rare.
Against a red sky this night.
Nice.
Let the slaughter begin, and the winds of Shaiish blow. Every drop of blood will only augment my power.
She's not wrong. Death magic is empowered by death, as you might imagine. Alright. So the vampire counts are obviously ruled by, well, vampires. Vampires in this setting are not easy to come by. They are powerful beings of necromancy and command quite the army of the dead. They're also a blight on the Empire. So we're going to destroy them.
This is blasphemy!
Our Northern Island sides here are our elite
Sigmar
gun
fights
units.
without disdain!
They are not something to be fucked with lightly. Let's put it that way. They're on skirmish stance at the moment, so when the enemy approaches, they will retreat.
And gunners!
Though I will stop them here.
At
For a while.
speed! We are Sigmar's heirs!
I think there's a stray rocket shot there.
No lingering! Fight for our right to live!
Mage of death.
Beware the wizard!
All will meet.
Spirit Leech on you.
Doom take thee.
That's not ideal. Some more gunners are routed.
Red
Poetry routed.
darkness.
Keep your heads down! Hand gunners! Gifted tinkering!
Engineer.
Bring them down! Now!
There.
Hand gunners!
Now, this fight should be pretty winnable, I'll be honest.
Elspeth von Draken.
We want another Spirit Leech in their Lord. Spirit Leech is basically intended for anti-Lord.
Moving!
If the vampire dies, they won't last long.
Powder dry!
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
Guys, fighting. Who's struggling with you? The vampire's going to become very bloody tall in those swords.
Spiritor of Shaiish.
Engineer!
I don't have much of an answer for this time. Oh my goodness.
Show us the foe! Quicker! Moving now! Hand gunners!
Right, so they don't really want to be moved too often. So they're basically, once they get in position, they can reload really quick.
Swordsman!
Wizardess of Nuln. Shadows at my call.
Hand gunners!
There we go. That's see some good rear shots.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Quick march! Swordsman!
They just point blank cannon the fucker. That was amazing. Good work, cannon boys. And obviously, we took some casualties, right? There were some losses. Not ideal, but they lost everything. Now, some of them may get back up because they're undead. Vampire counts have this wonderful quirk, as do many undead, of just coming back. The Tomb King's the exception, but then they just kind of just call them back from the afterlife. So they work differently anyway.
We owe our safety to Sigmar. Elspeth von Draken.
Now, we
The other
aren't going to fight
side
this.
beckons.
Just gonna
Let
fight
us
this
take
city.
it. There may be truths to uncover.
Right, we have our
Amethyst
city.
Mage.
What have we got here? Iron mining? Okay. Okay. Now what do we want here? So this line takes us up. Yes, the landship is a thing. We have siege tanks as well. As wacky as it sounds. These are things we have in our repertoire. I think one of these will be in order. As for
Amethyst Magistrix.
itself, this is the Nuln Gunnery School. Obviously, Nuln being the head of engineering, we can do chicanery. Yeah, I know this mechanic works. So essentially, we get schematics from doing battles. The schematics can then be used to upgrade our units, which will later unlock the Amethyst Armory, so I get the really crazy shit. So, let's see what we've got. Gunnery infantry. This makes the missile strength better. Gunnery cavalry makes all of our skirmish cav better. Our mortars. Great cannons. Held us. And it affects the siege tank. That's not bad, actually. Hellstorm specific ones. Steam tank specific ones. And landship specific ones. We're gonna need this one.
Training has proven most efficient.
Prototype field coat. Ooh. Oh. Okay. That's the purple item we get. Gunnery school gadgets. Alright. I'll tell you what. My engineer can have this for now. We'll eventually maybe get an engineer lord, and he can have it instead, but for now I feel like the engineer can have it.
Amethyst Guardian.
So it doesn't really benefit her as much. Ammunition's like... Also, I think can maybe click to... Yeah, it's only the engineer one. Elspeth herself can't get them. Let's see. Obviously, going down the magic way is probably going to be ideal. So she gets just generation. That's not bad. Carmine Dragon be nice. Let's try a jam. Ah. Interesting. Okay, so items you can get. That's a banner. Doomfire ring. Okay, so she gets some interesting stuff. Hold the line, which is a passive. Alright. Interesting stuff. We'll find out more of her things as we go.
This belongs in my archives.
We don't have these yet. We don't have those yet. And we definitely don't have any of them yet.
Weaving weapon and magic is the surest path to victory.
So I think... What do we want? What could we do? We do need some more units, definitely. So Free Company Militia will be quite useful, I think. Yeah. And from a research perspective, we need to consider what things we're doing. Growth is going to be quite useful. Engineering Guild, obviously. That could be useful, admittedly. Do you have any others that are particularly pressing? Reducing the cost of our gunnery units might actually be quite nice, actually. So, what, grain silos for now, because we do need the extra growth.
Those Drathjar must envy our invention.
Give me that for now, because the ability to move further is actually really useful. Because obviously the campaign map is turn-based, so the more you can move in a turn, the better. Now, you might notice the massive towering tree man in the distance. Don't worry about him. Don't think he's against us right now. He may end up...
I have elite troops and potent weaponry, honed on enchantment.
I am so sorry, everybody. I don't know what caused that. I hope you're all okay. That was a horrible little noise, wasn't it? My apologies. Wasn't it? My apologies. Holy fuck. I don't know what caused that. I've fixed it now, by the looks of it, but holy fuck. Wow, okay. Right, I'll keep an eye on that. That's a new development, isn't it? Fucking hell, okay. Right. I've never had that happen before. Jesus, okay. That one sec, just because it was muted the stream. These then. It's now been fixed. Right. That was fucked up. Okay. Let's get back to what we're doing.
The graveyard rose.
Survivalist.
Dark Lady of Nuln. For Nuln's ends. I
We'll
protect
alter
the
it.
Empire, either side of the grave. Lady of Shaiish.
Whistleland has been secured, which is what we want. That would be our ideal situation. We need that. We get handgunners next turn.
Von Draken.
Two of these could be useful.
Amethyst Magistrix.
What do we want then as far as stuff? Soul Blight, quite handy. Doom and Darkness, that would do again. That drops leadership.
Every device has its secrets. I must extract them.
As for you, Engineer, more ammunition for your grenade launcher. Actually, no, you don't have a grenade launcher. You have the repeater. The Engineer Lord has the grenade launcher. Yeah, what the hell caused that noise, though? Again, my apologies, folks. That was fucking horrific. I should know what caused that, because that was bad. But yeah, that should. Well, I'll keep an eye on it now. Now I know that's a possibility. Maybe something became loose. It's very likely it became loose. Only school 2-1 assessments that shall follow. Firearms Academy. Which has now been built. So hopefully we'll get better guns. We can actually get guns now as well, which is nice.
The Graveyard Rose.
What's the army like in here?
Do not mistake me for a fool.
As fate requires.
Yeah, we're not recovering as quickly as I'd maybe like, but... right, what's in this
I
province?
wither first.
So there's orcs in this province as well we need to deal with.
For Verena and Nuln, Dark Lady of Nuln.
Valiant defeat. Okay. Let's
Their
besiege.
end is inevitable. I foresee great suffering. More will welcome them.
We'll besiege them for now, and we'll just see if we can't wither
Bring
them.
them death.
Worst case scenario, we get pushed back and we have to build some metal handgunners. And we'll just blow through the walls. Because eventually that's just going to be the play, we just fire through the walls. We don't need to care about those kind of things, like climbing them. No. That's what we like to see.
I protect the Empire, either side of the grave.
Still a valiant defeat. Fine.
The other side
Team
beckons.
the siege. We will slowly wither away the air army. Oh, so there's a boss for that one, is there? Obviously buffs all knightly order, or the cavalry in fact. Just not the order. Interesting. Trade tariffs. These buffs are against What's that? Skaven or oh, so Skaven. There's the Fell, the Vampires, Purge the Ruinous Powers. We haven't had the other Ruinous Powers yet, but we'll see, won't we? Right. We'll upgrade
What
our
are
marksman.
we if we do not advance?
So we can have to get decent state troops now. What do you want to upgrade? I think this settlement. First of all. Put a growth building in it. We need to work on our economy. Ow. Get that all up in order. Then I think I might look at some diplomacy. Some of our fellow Imperials. Got some more unlocks. Got some more establishes new guards, establish new towers, turn in times of need.
The
Right.
gardens of Moor are bastions of solitude in this dark world, where my arcane research and rapid transposition are made manifest.
Okay. Okay, so go up to more. So these let us place one of these anywhere that we can see. So perhaps well, we obviously want one in Nuln. I think that's quite important. We want one in Nuln. Okay. Yeah, we want one in Nuln so we can come back here. Something can be built here, but it definitely can't. Maybe that's just a tower.
For Sigmar and
Pyrrhic
Moor
victory.
will welcome.
Next turn we should be able to do without much of a faff. I probably could have fought them immediately, but no point burning up manpower when we can just do that. Hey, Rascal, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? It's been a little while. I do hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you haven't had to deal with that horrible noise earlier. I'm doing better, thank you. I'm doing much, much better, all things considered.
Their end is inevitable.
I'm definitely... It's been rough,
I
but
protect the
I am feeling
Empire,
more myself.
either
So,
side of
but
the
thank you for asking.
blade.
Hopefully you're doing well over in your end as well. Really? That auto resolve is... Yes. Isn't it? We'll fight it. Yeah, I mean... As I go back to the stream, finally. It's one of those stuff from work and me things have been messing me up, but I'm feeling back to my old self again, I think, now. Finally. It took a while, but it's all comfy again, I think. I had a little break, so I'm just coming back to trying to get used to streaming again. It's weird. It's like I'm a little rusty as hell, but I'm probably just overthinking shit.
For Heldenhammer!
Okay, we have mini siege engine. Our troops are a bit fucked up, admittedly. So it's not ideal.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
I'm gonna put one siege tower
What do
there.
you bid?
One tower there. One tower there, and one tower there. Missile infantry there, I think. You guys aren't going to be too helpful, actually, in this, are you? These Outriders. I'll have them skirmish, but... what they can do. Artillery... put you there with the engineer. You there. Militia.
Free company! We serve the Emperor!
Okay.
Yes, sir?
We are the clenched fist of Nuln! By blade and bullet, by magic and might, the Empire shall stand
so this is
triumphant.
Total War Warhammer. So this is so the Total War games are normally historical, but this one is based on the Warhammer Fantasy universe. So it's a tabletop game normally, but
Quick march!
it is now been sort of imagined in a video game format. Basically, as far as what the plan is I'm going to essentially besiege this city that's been taken over by vampires and liberate it from the undead. So there's a necromancer that is hiding within these walls. There he is. Scheming. Actually, it's a vampire. It's a full vampire, actually. Excuse me. And we're gonna take the city back off him. This is rightfully not his. It belongs to the Empire.
Ready? Moving now!
There's cripples up there.
Soldiers of the Empire!
That tower firing on them. Cannons.
Sigmar Solus! Hellstorm Rocket
Cannon
Factory!
Yeah, it's a game I've wanted to stream for a while, but I've had a few issues occasionally trying to stream it. But so far, it's touch wood, been okay today. And have now reached the walls, although the undead have also reached them. You guys climb the walls.
Yes, sir!
You guys climb the walls. Right.
Swordsman!
So up here, you guys assist them because they're getting a bit pounded. Those Black Knights.
Slay them!
Elspeth von
You,
Draken.
magical support you can
Darkness is my steed.
Okay, tower's down. I'd like to see. The gates should fall a bit.
Standing by!
Sort of. So, we're on the walls. But it's not going to be an easy fight on the walls. The issue is that their troops don't care about things like dying because they're undead.
All ranks, fire!
Whereas my troops of the Empire, well, they care about things like dying, you see.
Elspeth von Draken.
Being as they are living beings.
As Buna fell, I call doom upon them.
Formation!
But we are getting through the walls.
For the Emperor! Moving ring! Formation
So they've fortified this place pretty tightly. What we're going to do is send our Outriders in. They're fast cavalry with guns, so they should be able to outpace all the undead as long as they're skirmished. Dead skeleton warriors.
The Dark Lady of
Be an
Nuln.
issue. He's concentrating most of his
Shadows
forces
at my
on.
call.
Yeah. So this is on Steam. This is the game. Video games anyway.
Shaiish, carry me.
Obviously, it's based on a tabletop game, which uses models, but the actual video game itself is on Steam. Ooh, did I just hurt myself with Overcast? Ah, shit, I did as well. Less than ideal.
Go!
I can funnel them in. Some of my troops are routing, which is less than ideal. Fine. Plan B then. We're going to bombard them with artillery, I think, at this point. I'm just going to slowly whittle their lord away with magic as well. Bolster them up. Sadly, our infantry are not the greatest. Not at the moment, anyway. The upgrades, and also, to be frank, the Imperial State troops aren't like... They're just normal dudes, right? They're just standard humans like you and me. Like, they aren't going to do anything wacky. They'll do.
Withdraw!
We're winning in places, but we are getting our ass beat a little in places too.
Great cannon! Pick your targets! Through to cannons!
Fire
By
them.
forge and firearm!
The graveyard rose.
Red Knight on them.
Shadows at my call.
Yes, General! Yes,
What we're going to do...
quickly!
So there's various capture points in this city.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to take over the important ones here. Oh shit, hang on.
Quick march! Avoiding combat!
They're Black Knights
Cavalry
turned
ready!
up. That's... I had a feeling they were somewhere.
Elspeth von Draken. As Buna fell, I call doom upon them.
Brave Guard. Those are not units we want to be fighting, if we can help it.
All will meet more in time.
Ready! Don't give them an inch! General! Engage!
See if we can't sneak them through.
Sir! By Ulrich's
Come
Rock!
on.
Moving
Come on.
now!
Sneak
Yes,
through.
sir! Quickly!
Push through.
Taking position! Quick
So-
march! Withdraw!
Legion. Well, so as far as which part of the Empire, so this is the forces of Nuln. So Nuln is basically the gunnery experts of the Empire. They're essentially engineers.
Gifted tinker!
Essentially, their
Bring them down!
big stuff is war machines, but they've also got a pretty powerful mage on side. Though she's getting her ass beat a little bit here. I thought this would be a bit of an easier win, I'll be honest, but it's not looking likely here.
Elspeth von Draken.
So hoping putting them there might help me a bit. Oh. This might have to be a reload.
Spiritor of Shaiish. Capturing that point is a victory, if minor.
God, they are still working us up
Sigma
down here.
calls! Sigma guides us.
They are just keep coming at me. Come on, you guys. All you have to do is hold. That's not ideal.
Sigma preserve us!
Yeah, Maybe we could have sieged them for longer. That might have been a better plan.
That point was of no concern. Greater events.
In fact, yeah, we might just. Except for reload. Oh, oh boys, this was not a good time. All right, we did not do as well as I thought we would here.
Handgunners!
I was expecting we'd be doing a little bit better here, but clearly we were a bit overconfident. Probably my troops were a bit battered as well.
Death creeps closer.
What are you guys doing? Oh, bloody hell. What the hell are you doing?
Engineer! Overcoming inertia!
Okay, that's fine. I'm a bit rusty, the Empire, to be honest. So.
For the Emperor! Withdraw!
God, yeah. No, this is, Okay. We may need to save this slight save scope.
Engineer! Let's have ya!
It says we're winning still somehow, but I don't know how. These guys are holding out like absolute champions.
Spearman! Swordsman! Soldiers of the Empire! Cannons, fire!
Fire on that position.
Hellstorm!
Hellstorms, whatever ammunition you've still got.
Withdraw!
You might have just friendly fired a bit there.
Elspeth von Draken.
Okay, she's
By
back
the
now.
amethyst wind. Death take you!
Sigmar, preserve us!
Cannon might just. Hey! Hey, welcome to Finding the Raid, guys. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm Baron Zarko Growl, a Matthew Wolf Vtuber, and welcome to my comeback stream. Very nice to have you. Thank you very much for the raid. Raiders, hope you get yourselves comfy. Currently I'm getting a bit slapped up in the siege, but
We will join the dead if we stay here.
very slapped in the siege actually, but it's fine. We'll be alright, I think. Thank you very, very much. Who's who did the raid? Sabril, hey! That's yours, it's you, hi, welcome. Thank you very much for the raid, by the way. Holy fuck. That's very kind of you, sir. Very, very kind of you.
Sighted and ready.
We're gonna win this. Tower's about to drop. Cannons? Oh, thank you, cannons.
Great cannon!
Who's the last holding the line?
Handgunners!
Grave Guard gone?
Our
That
position
might be.
is lost. Death creeps closer.
Hellstorms, you're getting really close. Ugh.
Engineer!
What do we have?
We are ready!
Yeah, no worries, man. No. Get some sleep, my man. Get some sleep. Thank you for being here in general. It means a lot to me. Thank you, seriously. You do not have to stay at all. Please do not feel like you have to stay, by all means. I hope you had a good stream, though. Out of curiosity to, dear Raiders, what were you doing before, by the way? Call me a little nosy, a bit curious.
To shadows, chasing the shadow of death.
We are ready!
Call me very curious and interested to hear what you guys were doing before. Now, whatever it was, I do hope it was a good time regardless.
The Empire
not fighting a raid today, honestly. Thank you so much. Fuck. Do I feel like a fucking happy boy right about now? God damn. Can the cannons aim at that guy? Hope so. Let's see if they can clap vampire cheeks from this distance.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
She dead? No, she's completely routed. Okay, fine. Really current exiles. Ah, nice. Oh, nice. I really need to go back and play that. I used to play a load of that, honestly. It's a good game, that is, Current Exiles.
That point was of no concern.
Ulrich, save
Great
us!
events are passing.
Engineer!
Half.
Get up there! Swordsman!
Okay.
Crank that machine!
This is a very precarious cannon shot. Oh, do they? Nice, nice. Yeah, I remember the snake boss. I think that's one I remember doing.
Towers moving!
The snake in the sewers. It was a fun fight, that was. Oh, they won. Our boys.
Yes!
Those fuckers have survived this entire time. Holy shit. Now, the problem is... They're still standing. Black Knights, Skeleton Warriors, Zombies, and their Lord is. Reform.
Troops ready!
Reform everyone here.
Form a ring of steel!
The horses might not make it.
Great cannon!
Well, it's fine. I've never been on them guys anyway, so it's not the end of the world.
Engineer! Spearmen! Quick march! Formation!
We'll take our
march!
fledgling force. We'll try and take their points back, if we can. Yeah, they're running for the hills. Oh. We'll try our damnedest. Still within Great Cannon range. Again, the Great Cannon's range is pretty big, so... Okay, took that back. Methinks... I should have the ammunition to blow the fuck out of that. How close do you guys have to get? It's a bit of an awkward target, admittedly, but if anyone can hit it, my my boys from Nuln can do it. Fellas, I don't think we're going to be hitting shit from here. I'm not going to be honest. I was hyping you guys up a bit, but I don't think I don't think even you could hit from there. Hold, man. Hold. Don't you soft on me now. The vampire's not going to help morale a bit.
Master craftsman! This is blasphemy! Engineer! By the gods, keep clear! Swordsman! Spearmen! Aye! Die when we have the wall! With certainty! For Heldenhammer! Helden try! Sigma preserve us!
This might not go the way I want it to go. Even shooting? Holy shit, they're gonna kill the Vampire Lord? Might actually kill him. Well, they almost killed him. Oh, the cannon crew doesn't really want to be fighting him, really. Throw the kitchen sink at him. Literally. Holy fuck, they did it. We actually did it. Holy fuck. Holy fuck, what was that fight? I don't know what to say to that. I really don't know what to say to that, honestly. Folks, we actually did it. What the fuck? What was that? What even was that fight? I've never had a fight that close in this game. That was nail biting.
Raise our standards here.
Right. Hey, welcome. Hey, Megan Tempest, welcome. That's alright, no problem. You can lurk if you like. That's literally no issue by me. Lurk as much as you like. It's not a problem by me. And
Elspeth
I'll take it as you guys watching are my lucky charm, apparently, because that felt like it was.
Wielder of the pale side.
That was close. I was down to my artillery crew fighting in melee. It is never a good time when your artillery crew are having to wander out into melee. Holy shit. Okay. That spell next.
Every device has its secrets. I must extract them.
Let's get more ammunition for him. Actually, that. So move on.
Lady of Shaiish.
Can we get any handgunners? Yeah, I need some of them. 2 turns should just be enough to heal. Imperial Gunnery School. Can we get any schematics stuff? No, because we are short on schematics. Bugger. Fine, we'll get plenty more later. God, that was... What was that, though? I'm still just trying to recover from that fight. Like, what the fuck was even that? That is literally just pulling out everything, including the fucking kitchen sink. I'm glad this is working so fast on the stream, though. I must admit. I'm very glad to see it's working fast on the stream. Right. Well,
Amethyst
they're going to be there for
Guardian.
a turn, which is
We
fine.
are the strength of the Empire.
Do we have any of these yet? No. That's level 10. Fine. We'll let that turn tick by. Let our troops recover. I don't think we've seen the last of our vampiric enemy. Well, we definitely haven't. The whole Count of the province of Sylvania still exists. It's technically an Imperial province, but I mean, it's not run by humans anymore. It's ruled by dark lords and ladies of the night.
Amethyst Mage.
We haven't got any of those yet. I like them better, but I can't yet because I need to get to the end of this. Perform free gunnery school upgrades. Fine, we'll do cannons next.
Wissenland's true power made manifest.
Now, we need to reclaim the rest of our province here. First things first, though. Can we do any
The
dirty
Empire.
deals done cheaply?
Surely an agreement will be reached. For are we not all sons of Sigmar?
On it! What?
Kirak Noon. You all them guys, they're not gonna last long.
So, the Celestial College implores that I hear you. I remain unconvinced.
Literally, why though?
It is time.
What trade?
All right. Surely an agreement will be reached. Sigma's will.
Apparently not. Okay, fine. We've got some trade coming in. What's got some fat stacks? We will be able to make another garden somewhere soon, which lets us fast travel our armies around. Very important for just defending the Empire in general. Oh, we can make these, can't we? Fuck. I never realised. So we can just get death mages, which is nice. Classy faction wide. Fuck, that's a thing. And this provides us with a source of recruitment. Some militiamen. It's not bad, though, extra garrison, honestly. Most recruitment of them Knights of More Electric Count State troops. Okay. Amethyst College. Ooh, that's actually kind of hard. I think this might be good for the short term, but I definitely want to get the Amethyst College though. That's nice. Extra winds of magic, and I mean, believe me, having more magic at your disposal is, as you might guess,
Fate requires.
kinda nice. The Empire, I guess, for those who don't know, they're a bit of a combined arms faction. The troops hold the line. You got gunners, you got artillery, but you've also got mages. They've kind of been groomed by the older races to be able to hold off chaos, but then, to be fair, Kislev up here does that even more so. But the Empire have been quite pruned into doing so. And holy fuck, Vlad, you've already expanded. This is our big problem, by the way. This here. The province of Sylvania, an undead nightmare, and also the immortal, several thousand-year-old vampire lord who rules this area, is a hell of a thing to take down. This is changing. Oh, it's because the Empire ownership's going down. Right.
Send these spirits to Mor's realm. For
Let's steal these
Nome,
orcs.
for the Empire.
We have a bit of a green skin infestation we need to deal with.
Bring them death. Let us take it. There may be truths to uncover.
Just let the
Von
province back
Draken.
under my control. So we'll do that.
I ain't doing that.
So these guys might reconsider their stance, but then they might not. A fun little thing about this area, by the way, the Moot. The Moot is one of the only places you'll find halflings in the setting. They're also kind of protected by the Empire because, well, there was a few incidents with them. There was a time a mad Elector Count went to war with them. To explain how mad this guy was, he went to war with the Forest once. I don't mean the Wood Elves, by the way, or the the Dryads and shit. I mean the literal trees. He ordered his men to chop them down immediately. Why is there siege corruption here? Oh. I know why there's siege corruption here. Changeling. Let's deal with him as well. But yeah. He went to war with the Halflings because they slighted him. And that was a whole thing. I think it actually did drag in the current Emperor at the time to be like, can we not? Can we just not? Okay. Get that, and then we can get to this stage. The things I really want is stuff like this. Fate of Bune is nice, but the Purple Sun is just a vortex. A literal black hole.
I must study this.
What level to shit the dragon? 16, okay.
Wielder of the pale side.
The dragon will make this so much easier as well. Holy fuck. Yeah, more ammunition for you. Ammunition's just too useful to not
Weaving
have.
weapon and magic is the surest path to victory.
Ow. So, at this point, the Empire's in a bit of a mess. We have to clean that up. The greenskins down there shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Orcs are strong, but they also have no real... They've got a lot of leadership issues, except for, like, the bigger orcs. They're obviously taking that army. I think it's even... Okay.
Amethyst Magistrix. Death takes the laggard. The winds blow and the mice must shelter.
So they're mostly goblin. Okay, yeah, no. Goblins. Yeah, no, we can deal with goblins.
In the borderland of life and death, one can lose oneself.
Still got... Oh, okay, that's just temporary. Right. There's certainly harder starts to the game, definitely. This one ain't too bad. All things considered, we should be alright. Just need to strategize a bit. Might need to look at another army. My economy's not doing terribly, but another army does put a lot of strain on it. So we will see. And what did one eye?
Amethyst Guardian. Shaiish empowers me. I foresee great suffering. The other side
Decisive victory.
beckons. The Empire expands.
Okay, she's got that now.
For Verena and
So
Nuln.
this is something you can put on your troop, well, specifically on lords or heroes. So the Frostfire gem, which is pretty decent actually. Admittedly, I need my legendary hero. There's a legendary hero they added to the Empire called Fyodor Bruckner, who is a absolute unit of a man.
This belongs in my archives.
I don't know when I unlock him though.
The Graveyard Rose. Amethyst Mage.
I'm gonna do a bit of diplomacy with this guy.
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Trade settlements. I would like to trade you back. Where is it on my list? Gresendat. You give me. I'll give you Gresendat. You give me basically whatever I want because.
On it.
There we go. They're gonna really like me for that.
Wielder of the Pale Scythe.
Oh, hang on.
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Oh, I'm totally trespassing now. That's annoying, but fine.
Von Draken.
What we can do, go to this. Go.
Lady of Shaiish. Ill visions. Double the watch. Join me for
Actually,
the
we
pillars
probably
of
want
the
a couple
world
more
tremble.
units. Get rid of them because they're pretty
Your time
shitty.
may be at an end.
I want some more frontliners, really. I need some more anvils. A couple more state troops would be useful. Having none of them wouldn't hurt. No, I must say, this is definitely good. See, in the past, I've had issues where the model's just frozen up while playing this game, so I am pleasantly surprised this is working so well. What's changed? Because if anything, it was my bean that was struggling before, and the bean is obviously a far simpler model than this one, so I don't know. Yeah, for those who don't know, I've been taking a bit of a break until recently.
My family
Due to few
has
just-
lived in the Amethyst Wind for generations.
Due to just some issues on my end, I had to step away for a time, but hence I'm doing it for a comeback stream.
Like
And
me,
again,
and
I've
Carmine
shown, I'll say this 1,000
in the
times, but
winds of Shaiish.
big thank you everyone who's been turning up so far.
Amethyst Guardian.
It's definitely
Where is the
done better than I
graveyard?
expected, and
Lead me to it.
honestly, it's been quite nice. It's quite nice to come back. Now, obviously, for some of you who probably haven't seen me streaming at this hour, I don't normally stream at this hour on a Monday. Normally, because at this hour I'd be in work, but today is today's a different day. It's a bank holiday over in England, so I get the pleasure of being able to do this. So, obviously, Fridays, as you've probably seen in the schedule, is an evening because I'm working in the day. But I want to try this earlier part of the day. I don't know, it feels. It kind of feels like it might be better, but also I'm not thinking about, oh, I'm going to be streaming later. It's, I just stream. So, that's my logic to it anyway.
Should thine words displease me, I shall eat thine heart.
Yeah, that's Vlad. He's a bit of a powerhouse. He will eventually explode out from that province. Striker over there is also a problem I'd like to deal with, if possible. Because she's going to be ravaging the area. Where else can we put a teleport? We only have so many. automatics. We almost have enough for another one, which will put us on the next level, which gets us some of our other upgrades. This is, I'm thinking, going to be useful because we have a lot of guns. Obviously, when I can get steam tanks, you bet I'm going to fucking get steam tanks. Emergency repairs is a thing? Wow, okay. This thing's just kind of silly, but I like it. The Marienburg class landship. Technically, it exists because they couldn't build more steam tanks because it's the classic teehee, we forgot how to make them. How you forget how to make an impressive war machine like a steam tank is beyond me. But hey, it is what it is, I suppose. Very Warhammer. It does the same thing in 40k as well, if you're familiar with Warhammer 40,000. Forgetting how to make things is a common trend. Fantasy is not much better.
Our meeting cannot.
You want military access? Sure. They're paying for it too, I believe. So. Bit of control derp, but I think we'll have it.
Shaiish blows me thither.
Okay. Engineer's got an upgrade. And you do see that right, he does get a mechanical steed. The engineer's a bit wacky. They invent a lot of crazy shit.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine.
She's not the rider of it yet.
Drive on for the Empire. I call upon your might. We are the strength of the Empire.
Two spearmen. They're not very good, but I'd rather have the troops than not.
Await me.
Could have got archers. The archers aren't terrible, honestly. For a very cheap shooter unit in a faction that likes shooting, they're not bad, honestly. I can't grumble with them. Turn, tick by.
Your holds are points of order in a sea of chaos.
Oh, trade? Hey, dwarven trade's nice, but I ain't gonna say no to that. So for those of you wondering, this character here's from her most recent DLC. So she's come with Malachi Mikaisen, who is another engineer, ironically enough, but he is what's called a Slayer engineer. He is a dwarf who dishonored himself somehow, and is now looking for a honorable death. He's also still an engineer, so he wanders around with a gun and a wrench and a literal skyship. Yeah, the literal skyship. The other one is Tamakan, a champion of the dark god of plagues and disease, who rides a massive, titanic, disgusting dragon. Doesn't fly though, but it doesn't need to. It's huge. And obviously that is Epidemius, which is the other Free Lord. He is a demonic accountant, you could say. He basically counts all the plagues for the plague god, basically. His entire point is he goes onto the battlefield and he just quietly counts. But occasionally he does stuff. We may encounter them. Somewhere over here is the Fecundites, a Nurgle faction. Nurgle being the said dark god. There's also Beastmen up here as well, it seems. The north of the Empire is not doing too hot from the looks of it. Yeah, the Empire starts rough. We've got ogres in the midst, you've got vampires. The Empire's messy right now.
Dark Lady.
The start of any Empire campaign is basically
send these spirits to
clean up.
Mor's realm.
We will put that on for self now. When we get Theodore Bruckner, we'll give him it.
Their end is inevitable.
He's far better at combat.
Shaiish empowers me.
Nice little hex. So we've just acquired ourselves a fort. So these are kind of like boundaries for the Empire. They were added a while ago, but the idea of them is you can't enter the Empire without going through this first. They have essentially very large garrisons, but you can't put an economy in them at all. They're just there to guard. There's one there. There used to be one here, I swear, but maybe not. There's one over here as well. They guard various points. Really, there honestly should be one in Blackfire Pass, because that's also a pretty common entry point for Orc armies, but technically the border princes are there. Doesn't really stop them, but you know, it's supposed to do something. What's this? Wine market? Oh shit. Go with that, yeah. Give me some of that wine. Sell that off. Ooh, we get new technology. Rifled barrels. Movement range. Duration. There's a question of what we want to do. I mean, bonus bonus to spellcasters is nice because my factions ran by one. Getting the ward set, that's actually quite nice. Yeah, the Empire is quite a well-rounded nation. Like I say, it has like Magic College, which I will stress, that is not common, by the way, in Warhammer. Like, most of the mages are tied to some kind of religious order or something else. The elves being the exception. But they can they're very magical people. The high elves, that is. The wood elves, I think, have the spell slingers, which I think is kind of an exclusive group, but you can be taught. Dark elves, it's very controlled because they're very Machiavellian people. Dwarves don't even have magic, except for Chaos Dwarves. So I think the Empire are the only human faction that, if you're magically gifted, you can be taught. You have to kind of be born with the spark, though, but they sort of seek you out. Mostly because having a magic user that isn't trained is dangerous. It can lead to pretty bad shit.
What are we if we do not advance?
Technically speaking, priests in the setting do channel magic too. However, never tell a priest of Sigmar that, because they'll be very upset.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
I'll be honest, I don't want to upset a guy in heavy full plate and a massive warhammer on hand. Ironically, this setting came first, so if you wonder where Warhammer came from, the hammer that's actually in this game is where that came from. The character known as Karl Franz wields it. The hammer Galmaraz, which is like the symbol of the Empire. It's kind of also the symbol of Warhammer as a whole. Ironically enough, in 40k, the Emperor doesn't use one, or didn't use one, so it's kind of weird that Sigmar is probably the most Warhammer guy. Oh, Sterling's gone. Who destroyed Sterling? Oh, Vlad did shit. Okay, Vlad. Ooh, and there's also a portal to Be'lakor around. Things are not going well for the Empire, are they?
Welcome, my countrymen. I will.
I could have not made them pay me money, but I am. So what's the plan now then? I suppose at this point we kind of want to start looking at expanding our military out a lot. I'll let the dwarves off. They're not hurting anyone, not raiding anything at least.
Von Draken.
Is the question. What do we want to do? Ideally, we'd like to get to Castle Drakenhof and just kill the Vampire Menace here and now, pretty much. Essentially, the more regions of the Empire we lose, the more this goes down, and we're going to start getting penalties. So it's in our best interests to recover the Empire to some form of
Weaving
not being
weapon
in
and
deep shit.
magic is the surest path to victory.
We'll wait for money. It's tight, but I mean... Yeah, Arch Lights wouldn't be terrible, honestly. It's just, you know what? Leadership for the army would...
Master Engineer. Master Engineer.
Can't afford anyone yet, but we'll save up some money a bit for him. Get him some gunners. Ideally when we can, get him some cannons and all. That'll be from here. So I'll level him up because eventually he'll get a steam tank. And I don't know about you, but a general and a tank sounds fun to me. Yeah, we have steampunk tanks here. It's wild. It is very wild. Any moment. This used to be a lot slower, by the way. Like, how many it's actually quite impressive how quickly they've made this turn timer. Now you ask me for additional lord. God damn it. I've just made one. Game.
Pioneer of progress.
God damn it, game. It's like, oh yeah, get an additional lord. Now you want me to have an additional lord. Not before.
I will unlock their power.
I mean, realistically, I want to deal with the vampires before they become a problem. Damn, Middenheim's been claimed by Karl. That's... Jesus, alright, things are getting bad up there, that's happened. Middenheim's normally quite the fortress. And again, like, I know somewhere around here there's the Changeling. He's faffing about somewhere. So there's a Tzeentch faction here. There's a Chaos faction in the Brass Keep literally here. It's tainting the place. These fuckers doing things. It's ogres. Got a lot of enemies. We can afford the upgrade though.
Nothing will stop us now.
Once we get that, so we need the forge next to have that. Get a bunch of schematics and 5 upgrades. The gunnery school. Then we unlock this, which I believe will give us. Well, once we've completed this, then we get the Amethyst Armory. Then we'll get some very powerful units on our side. For now, put those on him, but we may swap those out to my Engineer Lord once he's...
Expert in innovation.
Yeah. in a position where he's going to be doing stuff. Either way, we're going to need all the firepower we can get. The last vampire faction you saw took a bit of a beating. Lad's stronger than him. Country mile stronger than him.
Your very presence here is a dance with death.
And he's declared war on me. Fuck. Well. It's a good thing I was gearing up to fight him, because... yeah, he's coming. He'll also probably have his wife with him, who's also a powerful vampire. Not as powerful as him, he can eat cannonballs to the face. She's still a problem. Yeah, upgrade plus
Those
troops.
Drathjar must envy our invention. Marina's blessing on travelers.
Oh shit. Well, we're being ambushed by him, boys. I did not expect this. They so rarely pull off an ambush. This is going to be rough. This is going to be really, really rough. Okay. Oh god. Okay. He is gonna just descend on us.
Let the slaughter begin!
This is
And
probably...
the winds of Shaiish blow. Every drop of blood will only augment my power.
Pause everything a second, because I need to get my bearings. So that's where we can withdraw from the ambush. What kind of troops has he got? Graveguard, Skeleton Spearman. Who's a Graveguard? Graveguard, Skeleton Spearman. Black Coach. Argeist. Warriors. Zombies. What's hit my lands already? Blood Knights. Less than ideal. Velvets. Dogs. Okay. Everyone. No panicking. Okay, you. Okay, all my melee infantry is right at the front, is the annoying part. Yeah, it's not ideal at all. Right. So. Blood Knight's gonna be a problem. Graveguard are obviously a real threat to me, so. Vampire on the loose. Is that Isabella? Yeah, so she's got two vampires flying overhead of us. Alright. Gunners. Null 9 sides. Handgunners. Handgunners. Engineer. What else do you want to do? I need some people back to defend that, really.
Free company! Shoot them! The Empire endures! Formation, march!
Elspeth von Draken.
Righty-ho! By Ulrich's
To shadows! Shadows at my call! I go to glory!
Fucking hell, Mace is trying to get out of there.
Advance!
This is not good, folks.
Sigma, preserve
We're getting
us!
terror routed like fuck.
Great cannon! Let's go! Moving out, sir! Move out! Seeking enemy!
Elspeth von Draken.
By forge and firearm! Right! Immediately! Verena bids me leave! Spearmen! Withdraw!
Wow. Probably gonna lose a lot of our army here. Fuck. That was brutally efficient. They have such a good army already. Blood Knights. Oh fuck, I was not. In an open field battle of my choosing, that would have not have gone as badly, but fucking hell. That could not have gone worse. Oh god, no wonder people say he's a problem. I've not had this pleasure dealing with him at his peak. Oh, and my hellstorms are gone.
So many have stepped into the shadows whence few return.
I've discovered him now. It's a shame we only
Ill
discovered him.
omens surround
When?
you.
Get restock. Nice.
Elspeth von Draken.
Master Engineer.
Amethyst Guardian.
Okay. Right.
The winds of
Get rid of
death
them.
were not strong enough this day. Move, Nulners, move!
Expert in innovation.
Kind of quiet. Okay. All's not lost. We have options. We definitely have options here. So,
We were defeated, but death will always win the war.
God, that is an army. So, these are half decent. These are very good. These are powerful units. These aren't very. These are like These are trash. These are incredible. Trash, kind of trash. Decent. Like, obviously, 3 heroes. Has he already got his sword? Oh fucking hell! He's already got his sword. And he's come on. He's already got all those fit. He's all 14 already. Fuck. He's strong. Yeah, Vlad's gonna be a problem. I need to find a way to deal with him.
Perhaps you know why the dead chatter so.
Thank you, Carl France. I really need your assistance in this, because Vlad is... I saw where that wisp went. Shit. Okay.
Uncovering the arcane.
I've calculated the best route.
Following the footfalls of the dead. Von Draken. The winds blow and the mice must shelter.
Okay. Halberdiers are in order. And some more artillery. I'm hoping being near Wissenberg will be enough to deter him. Or if he does fight, then we have at least got overwhelming numbers on him. Go.
We test our mettle against them. More trouble.
That won the heroic victory. Holy fuck, okay. The auto-resolve saved my ass a bit there. I was expecting that to be far worse. After that ambush. Thankfully, he can't get his heroes back. We've lost a few good souls in that one.
Join me, for the pillars of the world tremble. You join the host of the Graveyard Rose.
So we've got halberdiers. Those will help us against their cavalry now and their monsters.
If we calibrate the
Them
pressure
guys are
by
literally unbreakable.
pounds per square inch, then
Nice
I
and raw.
call upon your might. Weaving weapon and magic is the surest path to victory.
Look at the Ironsides. Is it this level? So what thing unlocks? Okay, they're not locked. Okay, right. I thought they were like blocked behind something. So level 3 will get me that. I already have a city working on this line, so that one would be useful to have.
I will not.
So you might notice he's still alive technically. Even when beaten, there's a very high chance he just comes back. That's the really horrible part.
never.
But thankfully his army's crippled.
My inventions serve the Empire.
That was far too close for comfort. Let's get Earthing.
I must study this.
Excellent.
Amethyst
That's good.
Magistrix.
What was that? 12. Yeah, that'll help things out a lot. And then an extra powder, which will make all my units do more damage. Actually, do we have that already? What's the ballistics? Oh yeah, get that. Vanguard deploying for chariot and war machine units. Oh, Vanguard deploy on the tanks. That's terrifying. And Luminarchs. Wow, okay. Regulation. Not that discipline. Does he give that to people around him or just himself? Maybe just himself. Still, that's not bad. Mercurial shot. Fire damage. Ooh, okay.
For the Empire!
What else can we get then for him? Oh, okay, so he can... So he's got that side. Stockpiles, repair and maintain. That's calibration. That's constructor. Or he gets that. So he can actually get the buff specifically. Buffs him in himself. Or buffs his tanks. Okay, nice. That.
Rearm and remodel.
And he's got a decent armor from it. Nice. Okay. We might not be completely fucked. Good news, everyone. We might be okay. We've somehow survived one of the single most powerful vampires in history. Good work, everyone. Fucking hell, this campaign has been a fucking trip. What a trip this has
There are
been.
higher powers at play than you.
Thankfully, the Empire's now starting to come together a bit. Which is good, because it needs to, otherwise we're going to get killed. Right.
We are the strength of the Empire.
We still need to rebuild the army a bit, because it's not in the greatest of shapes.
Pioneer of progress.
Tell you what,
Sigmar guides us forth.
gift her your units. That puts you on 19.
You join the host of the Graveyard Rose.
So we've got some Knights of More Cavalry, which is fairly fitting for her, to be fair, considering how tied she is to More, the God of Death. Additional unit of halberds. And for you,
Imperial Scholar.
that should be sufficient. Sufficient. I can't speak, apparently. Don't worry, chat. We'll be almost done with the faffing. We'll be getting back
I
to the fighting
find your
soon.
rune magic intriguing. Perhaps you have not.
I doubt the dwarves will share with you their rune magic, Elspeth. They guard that pretty safely. There's one thing a dwarf will guard is his ancestral secrets. No, I'm glad this is going, because I think I might do this more on stream, like play this game.
For Nalm's
it's-
ends.
Like I said, I was honestly
As
expecting it to be a
fate
pain in the ass like
requires.
last time, and it's gone better than I could have hoped. We can get some decent knights now. We shall.
Work to do.
And then next level for this, we'll get the Ironsides, which they're basically like my gunners, but they're heavily armored and, in general,
Such a thing is
better at
impossible.
being a frontline shooter unit, as long as they stand still. You kind of play them like Napoleonic era guys at that point. There are some factions in this game that can just play like a Napoleonic faction. The Chaos Dwarves are another good example, actually. The Chaos Dwarves have
Elspeth von Draken.
various pretty powerful gun units.
Awaiting your
That's the
pleasure.
regular Dwarves, actually. Speaking of. Those Dwarves have been good friends to me so far.
It is quite thrilling to be out in the field after all this time.
Lady of Shaiish.
Are my units all healed up? Not fully. I'll let them heal up
They
here.
call me the Graveyard Rose. I suppose it suits well enough.
Chaos incarnate.
This fucker. This fucker is a bit of a problem. And he can take the form of Manfred von Karstein. That's annoying. Okay. So this guy is a shape-shifting demon he is the ultimate troll. He is literally a troll. This guy's entire point is to be a little fucking goon, little trickster. The god of trickery and change, Tzeentch, likes that guy quite a lot. He does wonderful things like locks the god of war out of his own fortress and causes literal carnage by just existing and pretending to be people. He's a bit of a problem, that one. He's a bit of a devious little fucker.
Dark clouds gather.
Military access? Yeah, you can have military access. Chaos. Very different feeling campaign from my other one. My Tamarkan campaign's just been dominating and crushing things, so this is very different in style. I have to play the Empire, I must admit, but they've done a lot of things to change it nowadays. That's news all the way over in
Dark Lady of
Hey.
Nuln.
I'd with her first. No.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine. Bring darkness upon our foes.
as much as I want to kill the Changeling, I'll deal with him later. He actually has Isabella. Damn, okay.
The other side beckons.
May not have the forces to take this, but we'll see.
I protect the Empire, either side of the grave.
I choose only the best.
Oh, we actually have these now. In fact, no, we'll keep the guns. Keep the guns. We'll recruit more of them. I'm going to use him as a ferry lord to ferry me some better troops. I've got long rifles as well, which are very nice sniper units. So we're going to have a lot of firepower to bring to Esbeth soon.
Idiotic and futile. But
You want peace now after all this? No. You want peace because you're losing. That's why you want peace. That's the only reason the AI wants peace when they're losing. They never want it when they're winning. So, personally, that's a good sign to me. Oh. Kill 1,000 enemies with melee cavalry or demigryph units. That has to be with melee cavalry or demigryphs.
So many ideas.
Well, in that case, some Knights of the Black Rose will do. Knights of the Black Rose are less shock cavalry and more stay in the fight and batter things cavalry.
It is impossible to make men
They're pretty
perfect.
decent.
Machines, on the other hand.
I'm going to put some of them in Nesbith's army. They're also quite fitting because they're connected to the God of Death, but also they are very good at killing things in melee. It's literally what they do.
dark clouds gather. A fine day.
Defensive alliance with them? Yeah, don't see why not. I mean, having an alliance with the
Working
Empire
alone
doesn't
is a
bore me about it.
blessing. I detest being surrounded by imbeciles. Pioneer of progress.
Okay.
A grave top.
Slice of victory? Hell
More
yeah.
will welcome them. Let us take it. There may be truths to uncover. The graveyard rose. For Verena and Nuln.
We are still a few levels off getting the dragon. Magical reserves would be nice to have, though. Can we get that? Yeah. No, level 12 for that's next level. More magic and cheaper for Winter Death. Visor of Null. So all the units that we really want to be recruiting will be cheaper. That's good. Cooldown on that will be, and passive ability. Oh, so something they added recently is kind of like a silencing mechanic. So there's some weapons and abilities just turn off magic attacks, which is actually really powerful because there are quite a few units that rely on their physical resistance, and if you can just switch off magic attacks, well, they're going to just absolutely steamroll things. I will say, if you want, there's a character in this, if you play as Chaos, who is fucking hilarious to play with. Harold Hammerhand, who is from the old days of Warhammer, when it's a bit more goofy. His entire thing is he beats the crap out of the undead so viciously that they are terrified of him. His trait is, if you're near him, you lose the undead trait. So you could actually watch vampires terror out, which is fucking hilarious, as you might expect.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Right. That. We're not in a terrible position now, are we, though? We've beaten back the vampires. We've... Honestly, in a surprising position right now. I'm surprised AI pushed in so aggressively onto us. Because outside of Vlad, they haven't got... I mean, I've kind of crushed their main army now, so...
Dark clouds
it'll take them a
gather.
while to
A
recuperate.
fine day beckon.
Dare I say, folks, are we going to be able to kill the Empire a bit? There's a beastman in the area, isn't there? Ah, we can get her as well. Nemesis crowned has been located. I don't know if I want to take that or not. It is a powerful item,
My
and
war
it would
machine
change
requires
things quite a bit for me, but it's also really...
Invention is my gift. Onwards! There is much to do.
Oh shit. We're actually quite low on money.
My decision will be correct.
Okay. We've squeezed the coffers a bit.
Wielder of the pale scythe.
Still fuck. Raiding us.
Always scheming.
He has got a full health army. For now, I'll leave him be. I have bigger fish to fry. Far more dead fish.
I refuse. If you want it done right, my studies have taught me patience. Inspiration beckons.
It's taught him patience. Well, I want to move faster. Trade tariffs. We do have trade now. What can we get here? Okay, so that's for unique upgrades research specifically for the character. I do like that. Okay. Fine. We'll upgrade Advisor of Nuln. Get more schematics.
We are proud in the empire of our innovation.
The more schematics we can get, the more powerful our shooty units can be, which we are kind of focused on shooty units. So, I don't see why not make them better. But really? You want... Oh, but we lose a lot of the army doing this. We'll fight it. If I can help not losing my entire army to this guy, it'd be preferable. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be a lot cheaper all of a sudden, but... I don't have walls, that's half the issue. He's also getting reinforcements. He has a Vargulf. That's not ideal. The thing is, I can kind of pound the crap out. He's probably going to be right at the back anyway, waiting for Can I channel the winds of magic a little? No. The winds don't want me to suckle them quite like that. Okay, fine. If he's waiting for his reinforcements, let him.
Awaiting orders!
What we'll do, we'll take the hill, we'll hold the hill. He can't get behind us.
At your service!
There's our Knights of Moor, by the way. Clad in black. Representatives of the god of death himself.
State troops ready! By forge and firearm! For Heldenhammer! Halberdiers! To battle! Panels aim, we're ready! Moving now! On our way!
Okay. Shooting down is preferable, and if we need to charge down, we can do too.
In motion!
Darkness is my steed.
Alright, we'll fast forward a little bit. Get everyone in position. The enemy have the reinforcements, but I have the high ground. All my gunners should assemble themselves shortly. Hopefully my artillery won't be far off either. Okay. This is where it gets a bit tense again. Come on then, Vampire King. Come nice and close. Get in range of my guns. There's Khan race as well. That's not preferable at all. God, he's got fucking ghosts. So these things are one of those units that rely on physical resist. So obviously preparing. Yep, now's the charge. He's gonna try and get around my wall if he can.
Let us behead them! Sighted and ready!
A lot of his units are just gonna have to walk towards me. They've got no ranged, so counter battle is just not an option, so it is just gonna be opening up hell as soon as they get in range. So anyone who plays vampire counts a lot, you recognise this part of the fight. This is the part where you have to sort of just sit and take it. They're gonna keep trying to heal him, but healed, but should shatter some of their zombies immediately. So I'm going to target the Great Cannon, the fucking Vargulf. that monster can regenerate. But if I can take it down a notch. Plus, monster's impact should slow it considerably. Soon I'm going to hit the second stage of my formation, being the guns. Are they just moving at normal speed? Oh, their funeral. Or second funeral in some cases. If I can kill the Vargulf, that's one of the worst things. The Graveguard are obviously a problem as well, but... in fact... mortars target the Graveguard. Selective targeting is preferable. Especially for these guys. They are going to reach our lines. In fact, a lot of their units are aggressively going to reach our lines quickly. On the flanks. Ghosts can kinda keep up with them, but not really.
Hand gunners, take the ground!
Forthwith! All will need more in time. As Buna fell, I call doom upon them. The Dark Lady of Nuln. Damn you!
Drop the great guns. Leadership down.
Engineer! Behold! Bring them down!
Missiles ready, my friend!
All ranks fire! We are ready! Hand gunners, ready! Sigma calls!
Okay. Where are my cavalry? Pounds on him.
Spiritor of Shaiish! Shadows at my call! All will need more in time. Wizardess of Nuln.
Magic smidge.
For the Empire! Elspeth von Draken. As Buna fell, I call doom upon them.
Okay. Melee attacks not a big issue. Massive Gallan's a problem, but
We are ready! Do not trust. Charge! Ready for war! Hand gunners! Crucible of war! Show us the foe! Hand gunners! We are Sigmar's heirs! Do not trust wizards! Spearmen! Mortar!
Maybe
Save ammunition!
and firing.
Our weapons are
this
yours! Powder dry! The Empire endures! Fire! Fire!
By the amethyst wind!
State troops ready! Now! Charge! Sigma, preserve us! Ready for war! Handgunners! Great cannon! Break that machine!
The graveyard rose. Shadows at my call. Mage of Death. Yes!
At your service! A battle! Standing by! Silver hammer! We obey! Ready! Don't let battle protocols! Now for a field test! It is against Sigma! They are using dark forces against the enemy!
Oh, there we go. Army losses.
Slay them! Wipe them out!
There we go. What did I tell you, folks? I could definitely win that one. That was not a Pyrrhic. No shot. Sons of Sigma may have been killed off, but them fuckers held the line. They're unbreakable, so it doesn't matter about the undead. They don't care about morale. Running is not an option for them. Now, we may not have fully killed off Vlad. He may come back again. But I'm hoping, because we actually literally killed him in the field.
We owe our safety to Sigma.
Oh, I wasn't in a... I thought it was in a fortress, honestly. So I thought it was like in a city, but no, I was actually quite close to the
Bring
province.
me lore and lost wisdom. There are higher powers at play than you.
Sure, I'll go. I don't want war with the elves right now. Right, that's good. Pale Scythe. Okay. A lot of quests unlocked. Right.
Elspeth von Draken.
I think we can take
Send
this place.
these spirits to Mor's realm.
We'll put this on him, so he regenerates.
Bring them death. The Empire expands.
Right, we can push into Sylvania. If we can push into Sylvania,
engineer.
then we can kill him.
The graveyard rose.
It's all very required, chat, if we can get into Sylvania. That's the big thing, see. And we're kind of in the door now, but Castle Drakenhof's really the prize. It's going to be a fortified position filled with the undead.
Nobody understands the importance of ballistic calculations these days.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
So you have 3 levels. Conduit, then that. I would have gone down this further, but Arcane Conduit is
Every
such a good
device
ability.
has its secrets.
It's a passive
I must
booster.
extract them.
Booster wins of magic, basically, so it's really nice to have for a mage army. max that out because then it gives us all of our missile
It is
units.
quite thrilling to be out in the
Absolutely.
field.
Don't build that. No. Is there anything I can build in my own provinces?
To always be the smartest man in any room.
Our economy's not this burst, but you know. Ugh. I would rather not have to get another war on my list, but everyone getting allies to get into wars.
Wittenland can wait. Our meeting can.
Trade, and they're paying me for it. Hell yeah, I like that. Okay. Ow. Vlad has returned.
Such insolence, I will not.
Von Draken.
So many ideas. By my calculation,
Lady of Shaiish. Drive on for the Empire.
working alone is a blessing. I detest being surrounded by imbeciles.
For Sigma and Verena.
Burdened with brilliance.
I don't think I'd lower her movement so much. Fine. She's got a better army now, and is she immune to... Let me double check this, but is she immune to vampiric corruption? That's the Tower of North. Oh, he's just avoided me and gone right for that one, has he? That's annoying. Fine. Fine, Vlad, that's how you're gonna be. That's how you're gonna be. I mean, I've already sacked it. It's annoying.
My inventions would make quick work of you, grand inventor. If they're wise, no mercy! An immaculate execution
That little vampire lord. What the fuck?
for Sigma and Verena!
Nah, you're not going anywhere, actually. Get rid of that. Give them magical attacks, actually.
Invigorated for battle!
World save. Nice.
If you want it done right,
Is she immune to... She is immune to vampiric corruption. That's amazing. One of the hardest parts of dealing with vampires
For
is their
gnome.
bloody corruption.
The other side beckons.
Mechanical seeds for him, and... Ooh, those are good.
As fate requires. Amethyst Guardian. Amethyst Mage. Weaving weapon and magic is the
So,
surest
these guys-
path to victory.
Their entire point is they give physical resistance to artillery. They are literally there to guard your artillery machines, which is fantastic. Because this faction's all about artillery and guns, so, you know. It's the best of both worlds there. Give me
The
that.
gunnery school has taught you well.
I have mortars. Got the camouflage netting. You kidding me? They can snipe? That's lunacy. I love it. I absolutely love it. So that improves those as well. That's interesting. I'll get these preemptively for when I do get steam tanks. Because steam tanks are incredible. When you get to see steam tanks, folks, trust me, you will not be disappointed to steam tanks. I don't think we'll get them today, I'll be honest. But, maybe I'll continue this playthrough.
Magistrix.
So I'm having a good time with it, honestly.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Pioneer of progress.
He's got a level.
Upgrades are vital.
I could keep on a bit longer, but I think I don't want to like I say, I don't want to overdo it. But I think this one will be added to my repertoire of games I'll be playing on stream. Was there any others I was going to test? I was going to potentially Hunt Showdown, but I'll be honest, I'm not feeling it right now, as that game stresses me at times. One of the few games where I'm like heart beating, handshaking, legitimately. Well, fuck, okay. So, this one though, this one's nice and chill. This one's a game I can just play and chat and do whatever, so happy with that.
Yes.
I think we've been doing quite
is it
well.
about the war?
About the war. Yeah, it's about the war. Trade.
So many new items.
Chaos will always be brought to order.
Mark Scotchek and Felix. Okay. Ah, yeah. I forget now. That's how you get them. So we've got
Dark Lady of Nuln.
not bad little thing going here. I'm going to push Shrine to Sigma here, because reducing corruption is quite useful for this province in particular.
All for the Empire.
Invention is my gift for the Empire. My inventions serve the Empire.
God, when I can get a steam tank for this guy, it's going to be funny.
Small but substantial modifications.
Oof, canal. Ominous room. God, I'm going to have to go for
I
a
will
walk
not
after this, I
speak
think.
with
It's fresh
enemies
air.
of the Empire.
Stuffy in here.
I count you as such.
I am not giving you peace, lads. There's no reality where you're getting peace. I'm going to erase you from the fucking map. Holy fuck! Like, why would I even risk you getting more powerful?
Lady of
Not a
Shaik.
chance. You know what? I could risk it,
More
or I could
will welcome
just
you.
that.
Grand inventor.
Bring
Forge
him in.
ahead, bringing plans to fruition.
I foresee great sup.
Fine.
I protect the
Vlad's
Empire,
death.
either
Obvious.
side of the grave. Let us take it. There may be truths to uncover.
Silver bullets. Nice, nice. Those are very good, actually. And we have the dragon. And we've done the thing filled on button.
Theodore Bruckner. Brutal but effective.
There he is, old Theodore. This guy. They do warm it down, man. Although it's obviously in the stream, ironically enough, but yeah. I've now got Theodore Bruckner, the absolute unit of the Empire, who has a fair old bit of armor. He doesn't actually have armor with him, does he? So give him the armor of destiny, because we might as well have him bedecked. There's the Storm Lance. Balefire Amulet, which this thing literally makes him explode when he dies. And Liar's Bane. He actually, his model changes when he gets his mount. He actually gets a helmet and a lance when he's mounted. But this guy is an absolute beast. And yes, his demigryph is called Reaper. He's a bit edgy like that. Sundering. Like, Jesus. He's called the Headsman of Nuln for a reason. But he is an absolute behemoth. And obviously he buffs demigryphs. Unbreakable. He executes people in low health, and he's got perfect fit. He is a fucking unit. And even if he dies, he explodes. Fuck. That's such a good character.
My strategies are impeccable.
For Verena
Dragon.
and Nuln.
I'm probably going to put this onto Theodore. Maybe even this. He is pretty edgy. I wonder if, to be fair, this whole faction's pretty edgy. I mean, Esbith's literally, like, really in touch with the cult of the Death God. So, it's a really edgy faction in general, to be totally honest. Doomfire Ring. Maybe put that on the Engineer wouldn't hurt, honestly. So he gets a Burning Head bounce spell. This on Theodore, and this Nesbith, probably. Yeah, honestly. Actually, should we do that anyway? I don't need that one. She gives some really nice banners, but it's like, should we have some really good abilities?
I must study this.
She's also immune to vampire corruption, and she's the only Empire character to be on a dragon.
An immaculate execution. I need a list of our supplies and munitions.
So that's her Carmine Dragon.
Imperial
A
Scholar.
bit of a beast. Ooh, oh, he's got a gold mine, this has. Yeah, this is a good settlement, this is. Got one there, too.
Work to do.
And this guy's got an upgrade. Give him that.
Ever upwards, eh?
Alright. And not turn that. And only a couple of hours in, we have ended the vampire menace, pretty much. Like, a little bit left to go, but Castle Drakenhof's the big barrier. There isn't much of a chance
I
Vlad
find
will come
your
back.
rune magic intriguing. Perhaps you have knowledge to share?
Oh, don't give him more reasons to have grudges. Oh, but that's a good trade deal. Yeah, I'll give you that. 100%. Hell yeah. Dwarf Bros unlocked. Yeah, we're in a good place here. We're in a really good place, actually. Considering some of the really close calls we've had this stream. Yeah, we've been doing good.
Wielder of the Pale Scythe.
Expert in innovation.
The Graveyard Rose. The Carrion Crows follow.
What quest battles can we do? I feel like I want to end this stuff on the bank. So, what quest battles do we have? We have these two. She's not. No, she's not unlocked them. Let's give her the best stuff we can give her. Ward save. Obsidian amulet. Actually, no. That's better amulet. Crown command. And then
Amethyst
him.
Guardian.
Obsidian amulet for you.
Pioneer of progress.
That don't really even give you.
They call me the Graveyard Rose. I suppose it suits well enough.
Entertainer, the bone picker, hunter, initiate.
When war does not call, it is better that I am alone.
Right. We...
More knows all paths have an end.
We haven't got that yet. Death's Timekeeper. Oh, we're not ready for that. No.
Tempting but foolish.
No, we are not ready for that. I saw Chosen. There were motherfucking Chosen in that list.
Von Draken.
Tell you what. We'll end this one off.
Send
by
these spirits to Mor's realm.
eliminating the Vampire Menace. We shall engage Vlad von Karstein in open combat. You get that. You get that. You get that. Send Vlad to hell on an express ticket. He's been a thorn in my side this campaign, but thankfully, we have all the means to counter him, despite the fact that vampire counts are honestly pretty gimped at the minute. They do feel a bit rough to play. But, well, not horrible, but if I had to be honest, not my first choice. Vampire Coast far more fun. Right.
Conditions acceptable!
It's a swampy hellscape.
Soldiers of the Empire! Handgunners!
Let's mix in the Nuln Ironsides and the handgunners. In fact, there's forests there. I don't want to give them that advantage. So we'll stretch them out like that. We'll put the artillery just behind. They'll have to come to us, basically. Put Theodore at the front.
Sigma bless us! We are Sigma's heirs!
I do not have many melee troops, I just realised.
The Empire
In
ensures!
that case, move them up a smidge. Have these lads
Halberdiers! Ready for war!
back. Contingent of cavalry over here. Over there. Right. Let's do this. Oh, well, they're just not going to come to me. Is it going to be like that, is it, Vlad?
Handgunners!
Fine.
Elspeth von
Fine.
Draken. Spread your wings.
I can fly, so I don't
They
care, Vlad.
walk beneath our shadow.
I'll kill you fellbats.
By the amethyst wind.
No, it's my artillery hitting me. The AI doesn't really know what to do here because there's cavalry on the flanks. They don't want to have to deal with that.
All will lose more in time.
Give Vlad the old leech. He's gonna love that.
Shadows at my
Oh, well, they're going to bunch up, then why not? Turn a little bit of Fate of Unit. Purple Sun is Ares, even.
To the skies!
Single combatants? Well,
Doom,
that's a
take
single
me!
combatant. So, well, he's a married combatant, technically, but... That's its breath weapon, by the way. That's what it uses as breath weapon.
With darkness!
It's a bit cracked.
Into the winds! Spread your wings!
I do love this thing. As much as it kind of looks like one of the Elven Dragons, I don't know. The red just kind of works for me. The purple eyes. It's just quite striking, honestly. Are you really not gonna... Okay.
Onwards, and
Fine.
Carmine! They walk beneath our shadow. By the
All
amethyst
grouped up like
wind.
that. A perfect Xarius target, if you ask me. I was just quieted around that thing. It's not as good as Pit of Shades. Pit of Shades is devastating. These are a lot of shots there, aren't they? I guess I should refresh their ammunition. So they can keep on
The
firing.
Dark Lady of Nuln. As Buna fell, I called doom upon them.
Just gonna descend on the dogs. They're not charging me, it's annoying. But they should shatter almost immediately. There they go. I knew they'd eventually come to reason. Rather desperation, probably is more accurate. Knights of the Black Rose. Charge them.
Yes!
Oh yeah, I did. It's good to see Sony have actually like realised that killing off their like one of the most successful games that have brought out in ages is not a good idea. I will say, it's not gonna fully get rid of the stain for a lot of people, I don't think, because like, well, you've done it once, it's stopping you now. But it's hopeful, right? Yeah, literally. Like, I don't know, man. You'd have thought they'd have, like, been a bit smarter about it, wouldn't you? Because, seriously, what were they thinking? I know it was the thing from the start, but, like, what were they thinking? Genuinely. I don't think they were thinking. Because it's just... so many countries don't have it.
Shadows at my call.
Honestly, with executives, man. The suits don't know what they're doing.
We serve France! Take the ground!
Take that, Hess!
Brace yourselves! Sigmar calls! Go! Moving now!
God, they aren't even close. These guys were a threat a minute ago. Word being the key word. If anything, I have more risk of running out of ammunition than them actually winning.
Spiritor of Shaiish.
At this point, I'm just going to fast forward, because I'd be honest with you, they're not winning. There's no reality they're winning this fight. They never were, but they really aren't now. Oh look, ghouls. And... oh, a few got into melee. Never mind, they're fine. A bit of a light tickle.
Bruckner!
See, Theodore's good, but even he's not good enough to beat Vlad. Could Vlad probably solo a lot of this army? Yeah. If it wasn't this much firepower. He has regen, but it's not going to help him. Yeah. No. No, that was just for catharsis at that point. We weren't losing that fight. Yeah, I'll be continuing this one, I think. This is a good campaign. I at least want to be able to clean up the Empire and get it all under order before I switch over, but... yeah. Then again, maybe my bud JD Moss might want to do some co-op at some point. That'd be nice as well, actually. Thomas is a good co-op campaign. There's a lot of... not hurting for selections, honestly.
Raise our standards here.
Ooh, you can get better long rifles now. I haven't got any long rifles, actually. I didn't realise.
Elspeth von Draken.
Honestly, the long-term goal is just to replace my melee troops, maybe like these, with these guys, and replace these with long rifles, and then have a couple of these on the side.
Weaving weapon and magic is the surest path to victory.
Speaking of long rifles...
Join me, for the pillars of the world tremble.
Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is where I will call it for today. I want to give you all a massive thank you for joining me on my come back, and a massive thank you to Sabrel as well for the raid. 14 people, that is really generous of you, very kind, and thank you for trusting me with your community. And I do hope, my dear raiders, you've had a good time today. And to everyone else as well, it was a very good time. Yeah, it feels good to be back. Honestly, it feels really good to be back. And if I switch over to my yapping screen. There we go. Yeah, can I just say thank you all again. Seriously, it's immensely kind of you to have come over here today. Little old me. And I look forward to seeing you guys later on in the week. And thank you, buddy. I will try and get some rest in. I'll probably be around after stream, so if you want to hang out, can do. As there is still a few of you around, I'm trying to look at numbers, but there is still a few of you around. Let's raid somebody, shall we? I think that'd be quite nice. Share the love to them. Who could we raid? By all means, feel free to throw suggestions into the chat if you'd like. But I don't see why we shouldn't share the love round. Absolutely no one I follow is streaming right now. God damn. Oh, damn, okay. actually don't know. Yeah, so I guess this time I didn't know it was really streaming, which is fair enough. It is a Monday after all. Nyatia VT. I tell you what, we'll go with that because I actually don't have anyone else I can think of. Yeah, exactly. So tell you what, one tick. That's their Twitch, yes. So let's go to here, raid, and they're playing Cyberpunk. Well, tell you what. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's make their day, shall we? We'll start a raid, and I'll see you all next time. Please do share my love to them. I'm trying to think what we actually put the message. I don't know. Quibral raid. I don't know. Mafia raid. Whatever you like. Anyway, see you all around. Ta.